Good morning, everybody.
Howdy.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it never ends with the Watchtower and Dribble Crap Society.
Yeah, but we gave Jane Doe quite the laugh this morning, didn't we?
Well, I actually had quite the laugh, too.
Yeah, because I can't believe they actually printed this.
Well, you know, the thing is, it still goes along with the whole Christian mindset of subjugating the woman. It still goes along with, you women, sit down, shut up, and learn in silence. And that even applies if you become a born-again Christian, because you're all reading the same nonsense from the Apostle Paul. They just can't sort it through, can they?
Yeah. So, we have the 1974 bond volume, and I did a scan of this page because I had to read it twice. I couldn't believe they actually printed this. And you guys, you're going to stop and look at the screenshot and say the same thing. I can't believe they actually printed that.
I can, because, see, there again, it's a subtle way of subjugating the feminine, the divine female. And it's just, it's ludicrous, but yeah, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, so this is the April 22nd, 1974 Awake. Now, we're going to be covering the second article on page, that starts on page 9. But the one ahead of it is What Can a Wife Do? That starts on page 5. And, I mean, that is like a PG-13, you know, because they're going to be talking about rendering the due and, you know, her pleasure and all this. And it's like, oh, my God. But this one is What Husbands Can Do. And you can see it's an actual article. Like I said, wait till you hear. I can't believe they actually printed this.
Well, you know, there again, it goes into the fact that Watchtower is inserting itself into the family unit. And they become masters at this because it's so subtle. The subtlety is there.
Yeah. Well, look here on page 10. It is a cardinal truth. For wives to be genuinely happy, they need to feel that they are loved. So the key to warm marital intimacy is for husbands to fill this need.
Yeah. They're filling the need, all right.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So, over to page 12. The subheading, Handling Other Problems. I'm going to read this. Caring for the home and cooking, tasty and nutritious meals are also integral parts of marriage. One husband expressed his complaint bluntly. Wait for it. Maybe other husbands will disagree with me, but I would rather have a cleaner house and better fed kids than a wife who lets everything go so she can rest up for sack time. Oh my God. I read that word for word. That is what they actually printed. And we know sack time is not so she can go to bed sleeping. No.
Oh, no.
No,
See,
we know what that means.
They want to insert something here.
Yeah.
But do you comprehend what that does to the mind of a woman that's reading this?
Yeah. Well, it goes on. Your wife, too, may fall considerably short of measuring up to the capable wife described in the Bible.
Oh, yeah. The woman is going to fall short.
Yeah. Because no woman could live up to, you know, Watchtower's expectations. Some husbands may, in a nagging way, draw comparisons with the well-kept homes and fine cooking of other wives. But this probably will only cause their wives to feel resentment. Do you know what would happen if you compared me to other wives when their house was cleaner and, you know, they had better meals?
Does something like sleeping with the dogs in the doghouse ring familiar to anybody? Yeah.
Something upside the head?
Yeah. Well, here again, it's subtle, but when you think this thing through, back when this was written, the norm for society was a guy would go to work and spend 8-9 hours working his job, and then he would come home. And, the whole 50s, 60s scenario was is that the wife would greet him at the door with the newspaper and a pair of slippers and perhaps a pipe, and he would go to his recliner, sit down, relax, kick back, read the newspaper, puff a little puffs on his smoke, listen to Walter Cronkite on the news, and then go.
While the wife has not only been working all day, but cooking and cleaning, has his meal ready when he gets home, and then when he's sitting in the chair on his backside, we are cleaning up from the meal and getting the kids ready, for bed, give them their baths and stuff, and usually by bedtime, the women are exhausted.
And then the husband wakes up from his little nap and says, "Honey, I'm ready for a little sack time." Yeah, do you see what Watchtower is doing here? They're disconnecting from reality and inserting themselves into the family. This is what Christian religions have done all along and throughout human history.
Yeah, and the thing is this is very misogynistic.
Very.
It's archaic. It's archaic.
Well, back in the 70s, though, this is how Jehovah wanted his modern day organization to proceed forward, because after all, the new system is coming in 1975, and if you wives want to survive Armageddon, well, you better be rendering the marital due and give your husband some sack time.
Now, I'm going to put a link down below to a talk that Samuel Hurd gave, because I think this is about from the same time period, and it's the value of our theocratic sisters. No, he did not put them in a good light.
No, he did not.
He put, the theocratic sisters in a very bad light, was very demeaning and very misogynistic.
And when he tried to lighten the mood and throw in a little bit of humor, what did all the sisters do? Disgusting.
I want to read just a little bit more, though, from this article. It's like, oy vey. How much better if a husband can appeal to his wife in such a way that she desires to improve in her care of the home and in her cooking ability.
Appeals to her desire.
Yeah. Listen to this. It's a good thing the writer of this isn't here. I want to knock them on their backside. Attention might tactfully be drawn to the poor impression created on others if the home is messy or the family ill-fed. And if there are children, it might be noted that they will be affected adversely later in life by poor parental example now. If these points are made with love and kindness, it will give your wife incentive to improve. Yeah. If your wife never learned homemaking skills, encourage and help her to learn.
Get a bunch of crap.
Oh my God.
See, and the thing is what Watchtower's not acknowledging in this article is the divorce rate in 1974. Prior and after, men and women have always divorced. And, if divorce wasn't an option, well, then somebody was going to get a frying pan upside the head.
Yeah. Well, this, in the second column here, now I do agree with this. A husband, too, needs to be reasonable, avoiding being overly fussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Watchtower inserting himself into the family unit.
And it's basically women know your role.
Yeah,
and
sit down, jabroni.
And we know it's not just Jehovah's Witnesses, because, we have friends that are Mormons, and the Mormons do the same thing. You can go to their website and look at their videos that they have put out, and I have grabbed and saved some, where it talks about women know your role, your place, and it basically says the same thing. So, my goodness. I'm just glad that I was never the submissive JW wife.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. It's twisting reality. And it's twisting reality from the value of the divine feminine. That's all this is, because ever since Abraham in the patriarchal system of things, the woman has been degraded and degraded and degraded to the point that even in today's society, a woman can only feel value if she's looking towards the camera with that sex appeal. They can't do anything else but because they're submitting to this nonsense of what a woman should be. The sex appeal, the object. And it's very plain to see. Go and look at some of the thumbnails of other videos. For crying out loud, you go to a cooking video, and the only reason why that gal has got 1 million subscribers is because she's cooking scantily clothed. So just as much as it might be a male issue, it's a manipulating of the female, because they know how to do it too, because men are Neanderthals.
Troglodytes?
Troglodytes. Yeah, because the woman knows how to appeal. All they gotta do is just look sexy towards the camera, and it'll get a shitload of men clicking on the video.
And the thing is I have no respect for any woman who puts herself in that position.
Zero respect.
Yeah.
Zero respect. And that's coming from a guy.
Well, as a woman, I could say I would never stoop to that level because it demeans myself. You know,
Yep.
that takes away my self-respect. I have more self-respect of myself than that. And it's like, if that's the only reason you're going to watch my videos, goodbye.
Well, there again, that goes right down to the destruction of self-respect, doesn't it? And this is what Watchtower's playing on here, because as long as they can get a woman or a man to disrespect themselves, like, hey, if you don't go out in service, Jehovah's going to do away with you at Armageddon, they are destroying your self-respect. And all of Christianity has done this. All of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And before we go, don't forget, our daughter has got her own channel now. It's
This and That Resourceful Living.
yes, and she's actually coming here within the next few days, so her and I can do a video to get together on that channel. And also for you guys and gals that want to break from the mundane Watchtower bullshit stuff, I also have another channel, Lane Beaver Trading Company, where I'm dealing with guns, and as that channel grows, I'll be doing more, outdoor living skills and, things of that nature. So it's just a little bit more, a few more options of breaking away from the whole Watchtower mundane nonsense.
Well, when our daughter Shyla comes out here, her and her dad are going to be making some cookies with acorn, homemade acorn flour.
Yep.
And so I will let you all know when that video is up and available, because, my cooking, going against the Watchtower BS,
Well,
my cooking is worth the watch.
That's because I want my wife to be well rested for that sack time.
Oh my God. Wow.
Hey, well, you just gotta see the humor in all this bull crap, don't you?
Yeah.
You just have to, otherwise you go insane.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'm sure, like us, you are laughing and saying, I can't believe Watchtower printed this nonsense. And yeah, it wasn't the only place, because when you go back to the old Making Your Family Life Happy, they have the same nonsense in that.
Yep.
And we're actually working on another video, two more actually, the nail and coffin for the end of the year, but another video that we've already done. I just need to edit it, but it's about the corporal punishment. And we know how Watchtower has promoted corporal punishment on kids.
Yep.
So, thank you for watching, everyone, and you have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.